Hey guys, welcome to The Beat Goes On, and we are still in Denver and getting to sit down with Grind Crack Cat Grind.
Woo!
Woohoo! This is definitely for song titles, and I do have to ask about song titles in this interview. Definitely for song titles, you are one of my funnest bands that I get to play. So how about y'all introduce yourself? I know we don't have the whole band here today because this was a stretch to try and you guys have time at the same time.
Yeah.
So we'll start here.
Yeah, so I'm Philo, play guitar in Grind Cat Grind. I'm known as a Les Paul abuser because that's basically how I play. I kind of had the idea for this band of what I wanted it to be, which was just kind of your good old-fashioned sleazy rock and roll band. And so my first choice was that we pick up the singer, and we added I added a drummer and a bass player. So we've been going for about 5 years now. Got a couple of CDs out, and we have a ton of material that we've been working on and recording over the years that we're just trying to handpick those next songs for our next third release. So
you're also in a couple of other bands.
Yes. So mostly it's just trying to supplement income along with the fact that I just love playing. So I do quite a wide variety of other things. From an 80s metal band to a 70s rock band, which is known as yacht rock music, which is becoming very popular across the nation. And Maris the Great and the Faggots of Death is a punk rock band.
And I could remember Maris the Great and FOD, but I couldn't remember what the D stood for.
Death. I think the concept was kind of stolen from the Stormtroopers of Death, back in the day, SOD. But so I was kind of hired in to play guitar for these guys, and then I do a Motorhead tribute called Motorhead, since we are in Colorado, which is kind of like almost like a weed capital of America.
Hey, y'all started the trend.
Yeah, so
I can say Washington was second on board with that, but y'all started it.
Yeah, so Mota like weed, just kind of rolled off my tongue when we asked, when I was asked what this project was going to be called. So, and that's what I got going on tonight. Is I got to go up to Colorado Springs and do a Motorhead tribute show with a bunch of other tribute bands up there, Legends. So
nice. Let's jump to you.
And
your turn. Who are you? What part do you play in the band?
My name is Chris Chamberlain. I'm a singer. We do original music. Grind Cat Grind is a different kind of band. It's all original. I think we'll mess around with a couple of covers, but in general, we don't ever play covers. And Grind Cat Grind is different. It's a little sleazy. You had mentioned song titles. You had mentioned song titles sort of segue into the lyrics, which is helpful because I have these guys that help me out with the bedrock to create music that is different.
Right.
Now, if you want to hear, we're gonna rock through the night. Don't fucking listen to us. And also, I asked the young lady over here if I could cuss, and she said it was fine.
Good. Thank you for
and I
thinking
said,
of
if
our
there's anything,
neighbors.
Just put your hand up. She said she wants to listen to it, but I think that we're very, very different because we are. And whether it's the song titles, what do you think? What was the song title that you found interesting?
The first time that we got music from you guys was when we did the Spotlight episode where we were spotlighting bands of Denver. And everything seemed to be like circus related.
What?
Something about
circus.
Clowns and
No.
Yeah, there's a lot of clowns in your lyrics.
No, there's a lot of water in my lyrics.
I can't. God, I can't remember what the exact title was of
Clown Car of Cowgirls arrives at your door.
I referenced clowns twice in songs.
Well, no,
But
it was
water is in
specifically
a lot
the
of them.
title. It was
Clown by a
specific.
Clown. That's the name of the song. I think.
Yeah, it was specifically the titles.
But do you understand what that title means? Do you understand what the song is about?
No. So this is going to give you a chance to give some background
So
on that.
clown by clown is when you get fucked over by somebody who is stupid. So then they're fucking you. They're fucking you over. No, don't
Don't be clowned by a clown.
Exactly. So it's almost a. Those are all the titles.
Yeah. Well, and Little Teeth I've played on the show a few times.
What do you think Little Teeth is about?
You know, I can say I haven't listened to it well enough because the speaker on my laptop
tell
sucks.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So you go into a young lady's room and she's treating you not the way that you necessarily want, but she has like say a stuffed animal, and they have
the little mouth thingies.
the little mouth things.
The pasted on
No, they're
mouth basically.
stitched. But the more she treats you like shit, the more they get mad at her. Because they're mad at her because you're treating her well. But the little teeth, because the stitches are breaking, and they start cutting. I loved what I was telling you. It was especially Philo. He goes, what? And
I can picture it. I've got a good imagination, so I can actually picture that.
When we go in the studio, these guys are fantastic, and they're just pros, and they do a great job, and it gives me a bedrock to build a house on. You can't build a house on nothing.
Right.
So then the better that they are, the better I am, and especially with that CD, it was so much fun, and then I would just add and layer vocals and stuff. But Little Teeth, so then they start getting angry at her.
Right.
Okay, it's not my problem that you're being a shit
And pissing off your teddy bears.
and pissing off your teddy bears about me, but they split the stitches, and then you start seeing little teeth.
Right.
Or
We could do
rabbits
this-
or stuffed, whatever.
Stuffed anything. It could be
Right.
a stuffed bear. It could be anything.
Sausage.
Fantastic. So, all right, let me jump to you and get you are and what are you in the band?
I'm Stevie. I'm the drummer. I'm the Effingy, if you will, the fucking new guy.
You're not the new guy. It's been years.
Wait, yeah, but am I the last member to join, right, Philo?
Yes.
I am still officially the Effingy, and I play in a couple different side projects as well, but Grindcat Grind's my passion. Original music to me is just...
That's you, girl.
That was cool. I was like,
All of a sudden, you've got background.
that's cool. I have a soundtrack. No, I auditioned, a year and a half ago? Something like that?
2 years ago.
Is it 2 years ago?
Almost 2. Well, yeah, I think so.
Going on 2 years I've been with them.
Just over 2 years, I think.
And it's really weird because I heard their album, their first album, which I wasn't involved with, and I really liked it. Just kind of on the outside looking in, like, that'd be cool to be a part of that. And then, as fate would have it, I threw my name in a hat of, I don't know how many drummers, I think it was 1 million drummers, and I got the...
Yeah, but he was so awesome, and he's just such a good man, and he just came in, killed it. You did.
No, thank you. But I feel really lucky and very fortunate to be playing with these guys because I wanted, after hearing their first album, I just like wanted to be part of it, and I never thought in a million years that about a year later, or 2 years later, after your first release, after the first album.
Yeah, pretty close to there.
Yeah. So and it just kind of didn't land on my lap because I had to work for it, but yeah, it was cool. So,
how long has Grindcat Grind been around?
I'd say I think this is our 5th year.
I think it's 5.5, but it's
Something like that, yeah. From when we actually started. So
longevity is always a good thing.
Right. There's a lot of bands out there that don't make it past 1 or 2 years before the infighting gets to be too much.
Yeah.
Well, or somebody's got a problem with something, or something comes up, and then they go, well, we can't handle this, or somebody says this, or they don't, like you said, with the infighting with writing. But our writing process is pretty straightforward. Okay, somebody will come in with an idea. A lot of times it's Philo. It could be Joe. It could be who's not here, and we're sorry that he's not here.
Yeah, Joe, we
Well-
miss you, brother.
We'll get him another time.
But and then it's like it's very organic. The writing process isn't somebody comes in with a song and says this is what you're going to play. We don't do that. It's a riff. It's something, and then we build on it, and then it becomes a song.
Fantastic.
Like all the songs that you can hear.
Absolutely. Well, since you did that, where can they hear them?
Well, Spotify, I believe iTunes, and
Yeah, Apple Music, iTunes, Spotify, and last I checked, I haven't. Amazon. It was on Amazon. So those
at
are
least
three-
our new CD, our first CD, where we ran into some roadblocks with that because our old drummer ran kind of the distribution of that, when we had gotten that CD done. So now we're trying to get that straightened out to where we can make that available on Spotify as well, along with all the other avenues. So.
I personally know where to get y'all's music. I have a special hookup who happens to have all y'all's stuff.
Really?
Wait. When you say special hookup, is this?
No, not that kind of special
Hey,
hookup.
I'm just asking.
But he happens to be,
So it's a he.
it is a he, and he happens to be the keeper of a lot of Colorado's music history.
Well, bless his heart.
And it's Johnny Bollock. When I wanted more music, I reached out. Now, and Philo or Philo? Philo. I reached out to Philo.
Please don't call him Philo.
I reached out to Philo and asked for more music, and he's like, yeah, I'm having a hard time getting it to you. In the meantime, I had been talking with Johnny, and he's like, oh, no, I've got other stuff. I'll send it to you. And I'm like, okay, wait. You can't send it to me until I get permission for you to send it to me. So reached back to him, and I'm like, Johnny's got your stuff. Do you mind that he sends it to me? And he's, nah.
Send it all.
So, and he did. Oh, he did. I have files and files of your music.
Cool.
You are a part of these, definitely a part
When
of
do
this.
you listen to our music?
When do I listen to it?
Yeah, like in the shower, in the bathroom. is it
I
in the
listen
kitchen?
to, for the most part, when I'm listening to you guys, because until just now, I didn't have an actual CD of yours. So until then, I was listening to it as I'm building my podcasts.
On your laptop, like you're talking
On my
about.
laptop with the crappy speaker because it's a 2014
So
laptop.
it's going to be a whole new world for you now. 'Cause you're going to
It's-
go, wow, I never heard
It's
that.
exactly, and I'm looking forward to that. But the bands that I have CDs from, all of their CDs are in my car, and
Now you got
that's
one.
I do.
That too, right? Did you get the
I'll
other
be
one?
listening to
I have one or two that you handed me when I first
You have
walked
the
in.
first one and the second one.
Okay, so I make it a point that other than one CD in my car, everything else that's played in my car is nothing but original local bands.
Okay, so just so you know, when you start playing this, it will be the only CD that you have in your car for a while because there's layers. Every single time that you listen to a song, whether it's what Philo is playing, whether you hear we have banjo on some shit, that was a whole
Nice.
nother thing. So we talked about it. And we brought in you're better to tell this story, but there was a banjo. We talked about this banjo thing on a song. Go ahead.
So I put out on Facebook, do I have any banjo players out there? Because I have an idea that I want done in one of my songs. And I had this guy respond, oh, I'd be great at it, blah, blah, blah. And I go, okay, so we're a metal band and we just want this piece in there. And so he's like, great, that sounds awesome. So he goes, send me the song. So I sent it to him, and I said, I said, I'm very specifically, I said, I'm looking for something creepy. Like I had, I don't know if you've heard of a band called 16 Horsepower, but they're from Denver as well, and they were a long, 20 years ago. I don't even think they still exist, but they were a really great band, and
Yeah.
they remind you of Deliverance, the movie
Nice.
Deliverance. So that's why,
Which
expressed
is a
to them.
lovely movie.
Yeah.
It's a great movie.
Real like a pig for me. So,
Saint
So I-
Madness has that in one of their songs.
we have that opening one of our shows. So, but anyways, so I just said I want something really dark.